It's 8 a.m., typical Monday morning, waking up for coffee, starting a new day, getting ready to head out for work, waking up to the sound of the morning news. There's been a shooting up North LA, a robbery at a corner store, and a suicide. What caught my attention was a suicide. I wasn't really paying attention, but the word kept ringing in my head. I didn't pay attention to the rest of the details because my mind sort of started to wander off. I wonder what caused this person to do such a thing. Take your own life? He must have been pretty upset. I don't blame him. Life can really suck sometimes. Somehow, I started to feel empathy for him. I understood. I put myself in his place. I pick it up.
Hello?
Hey love, how are you?
Says Devin.
Hey, love. I'm just getting ready to head out. And you?
I said.
I'm about to head into this business meeting. I've had a pretty busy morning, but I couldn't help but think about you and how bad I wanted to hear your voice.
I interrupted Devin because I wasn't in the mood to talk to him.
How nice, love. I'm sorry to cut you short, but I really need to head out. I'm going to be late for work. All right?
I understand. I love you, okay? I'll see you soon. Take care.
You too.
I hang up the phone. I sat there for a moment. What's wrong with me? I thought. I'm usually so excited to talk to him. Devin rarely comes home because of his job. I should be more appreciative about him doing so much for us. I probably miss him. He hasn't been home since last Friday. His job promotion was great and exciting for him, but now he works too much and I tend to find myself more alone and sad. Crap! It's 8:35 already. Traffic is going to be bad and I'm going to be late again. Good going, Margarita, I said, thinking out loud as I walked to the door. As I approached the highway, the traffic was insane. You couldn't even see the end of the traffic. It seemed to be going on forever. Great. Just what I needed, I murmured. I look at the clock. 9:05. I'm probably going to get there in 20 minutes. If this traffic starts moving. I can't be late again. 9:30. Finally, I say to myself as I walk into the building. Everything seems to be moving so fast as I'm walking to my office. I seem to not even be noticed.
Good morning, Margarita,
says one of the office ladies. I never really knew her name. I just know who she is. Oh, hello. I didn't even really look at her. I just kept walking as I went into my office. I had a feeling today was going to be a long day.
Hello? Good morning, Miss Granados. Do you have a minute?
Says the front office lady.
Yes, of course.
I respond curiously.
Well, Mr. Martinez told me that he wants you in his office before he heads out for his meeting. He needs to speak to you privately.
I started to feel worried and feel concerned.
All right. Thank you.
I hang up and start to wonder what could have happened. Mr. Martinez is the boss of the news company I work at. He's a very serious man. Tall, skinny, very educated. Wears glasses, speaks 4 languages. Smart, you can say, but overall, he is a very gentle person. I always seem to be on his good side. Did I forget to turn in my daily report yesterday? Did I have a typo on a news cover? Did Darlene tell him something about me? I hope she didn't. I've never been on her good side. She's always been so envious of me. I don't blame her. After all, I do make the best reports. I start heading out to my boss's office. I'm somewhat nervous, but I try not to think of the worst. I stop, take a deep breath, and I knock.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Martinez. You wanted to see me? I try not to sound edgy as I come in.
Yes, sit please.
He said in a stern voice. I proceeded to sit, but as I moved, it felt like I had forgotten to walk. I tried my best not to walk in an awkward manner, but I managed to sit.
Margarita, I have noticed you've been getting to work late these past couple of weeks. Your work has also been slightly of less quality, and I've noticed you've been very quiet. Is everything all right? I'm starting to be concerned, knowing that one of my best reporters is slacking.
He said, sort of in a perturbed way. I didn't know what to say. What is wrong with me? I don't even know the answer. What can I say? I'm sorry for my lack of work and timelessness. I will take it into great consideration and make up for it, I said in a timidly way.
I really hope so. I can't be having this kind of slacking. I need better, Margarita.
He said, concerned. Yes, I understand, I said, looking towards the floor. Thank you. I stood up.
Of course.
He began to type something on the computer. I walked out. I wanted to cry. How have I let myself get to this point? I've always been such a productive person, happy, responsible. Ugh, calm down, Margarita. Don't overthink. Don't let this be affecting you. Today will be a great...
Ouch, watch where you're going.
It's Darlene. I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
I don't care. I'm late for an interview. You almost made me spill my coffee.
She leaves before I could say anything. Well, there goes my answer. I walked back to my office and seemed to get through the rest of the day just fine, but it seemed like forever. Lunch was pretty all right. I had a chicken Caesar salad with a sweet tea. That was mostly the best part of today, but I just wanted to be home. 5 p.m., and I'm stuck here in traffic. There isn't usually as much as in the morning, but for some reason it seemed worse. I've been stuck more than an hour and I haven't progressed much. I see police and ambulance lights up ahead. There must be an accident. As I approach, I see a car, completely destroyed, car parts everywhere, and I could smell gasoline. There was a trailer truck up ahead on the side of the road. It seemed to have been hit on one side. I began to wonder what happened. I saw people crying. I saw another ambulance come rushing to the scene. Seems as there was a lot of injuries, maybe even death. Ugh, such a disturbing word that seems to haunt me. As I got home, it seems to feel empty. I miss Devin. He isn't here and I don't know when he will be coming home. I hate coming home, not having him here. He's always the highlight of my day. Always makes me feel better. He understands me like no other. Yet, he's so far away. I know he loves me. He just can't be here right now. Dirty dishes are the worst. After I finished dinner, I cleaned the kitchen a little. Swept, mopped, cleaned the table. I had a sweet tooth, but I can't break my diet. So I went to the living room to read a book and relax. It was a long day, and I finally had time for myself. I loved being able to escape the real world and be able to believe in a world of imagination beyond reality. I started to feel a little tired, so I went to my bedroom. I got in the shower and prepared for bed, brushed my teeth, my hair, did my eyebrows. I did my typical night routine. I'm forgetting to do something, I said thoughtfully. I remembered I was thinking so much in the shower, I forgot to shave. I went back and stepped into the shower. I usually wouldn't forget because Devin would always tell me and mess around with me about how prickly my legs are. What an ass he can be sometimes. But I'd take our bad days over any other day just to be with him. Ow! I cut myself. Just what I needed. I've been thinking too much. Could I be depressed? No, never that. How could I? I stood up and looked at myself in the mirror. I saw my tired face. I haven't been sleeping well. Too much thinking. I could see my eye bags were getting pretty bad. I saw fine lines around my eyes and forehead. I started to feel hideous. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? I started to see a lot of blood on the floor from my cut. Somehow, I managed to ignore it this whole time. I wasn't afraid, though. I liked the idea of it sliding down my skin. So bright, so red, so mesmerizing as it moved down my leg to the floor. I look at myself once more in the mirror. I don't want to feel this way. Please, someone take this pain away. I began to feel useless. I started to cry, sob. What is my meaning? I yelled as I was crying uncontrollably. No one loves me. No one cares. I grabbed my razor and I broke it. I took the razor apart and I stared at it hard. I felt a calming yet chilling feeling down my spine. What am I doing? What am I thinking? I can't. Or can I? I turned on the shower and began to fill the tub. I started to hum. I felt no worries. I knew what I was about to do. It felt right. There's no going back. Why? I haven't felt this much peace in a long time. I have to be doing the right thing. I stepped into the tub once it was all filled up. I let myself sink in and relax. I closed my eyes and imagined what death could be like. I imagined it as a peaceful state of mind, a place in between heaven and earth, a place so vivid yet dreamlike. That's where I wanted to be. Run away. Go away from all of this. I lifted my left arm out of the water and grabbed the razor blade with my other. I brushed the razor across my wrist. It tickled, gave me goosebumps. I stopped at the top of my wrist and pressed the razor blade hard against my skin. As it pierced, I began to slide it in downwards on my arm. Warm, dark red blood began to pour out. I felt no such pain, no fear, no regrets. I let my arm fall back into the water as it began to stay in the clear tub. I did the same with the other arm. I felt warm. I relaxed as I rested my head back and began to go into a dreamlike state.
Honey?
I began to hear Devin's voice. Oh, his sweet, soft voice. What a lovely thing I hear. It seemed so far away, yet so near. My eyes were halfway open. The tub was mostly red at this point.
Margarita?
Oh, dear Devin, I swear it sounds as if you are here. How I miss you. I miss your hugs, your laugh, your kisses, your wonderful smile, the way you talk, the way you dance around the house, the way you hum to songs to the radio, how you aren't afraid to speak your mind, our late night talks, our fights, our dates, everything. Everything that makes you. You make me so happy. You're so amazing. My love for you is indescribable. At this point, I felt very light. I could barely open my eyes. I saw a shadow over the tub. I couldn't tell who it was. Someone was shaking me. I felt someone pull me out and holding my naked body. This is it. I could feel my spirit lifting out of my body and lying lifeless as I opened my eyes one last time and looked up at the face of who was holding me. Was it death?
Margarita?
Goodbye, world.